Hello friends, in this video I am going to show you how can you create a pop-up window, pop-up prompt with the help of CSS and HTML. Generally we use to show the pop-up prompt of window with the help of JavaScript, but in this video I am going to show you how can you create a simple pop-up with the help of CSS. Now you can see here there are some code I am going to show you. First we start here. This is div tag. For division you already know there is a class called pop-up, and pop-up content start. Copy this, you can use this code pop-up. Then you can see here div class pop-up window, which used to call for performing any function. And then div class pop-up text that asks you, are you 18 year age old, 18 year of age or older. Then you can just close the div tag. After that you have to provide the image of the button. You just have to click with the pop-up image. So you can, if I want to show you, you can see here how your div tag or how CSS is used. Then first you go to the pop-up section. So you can see here this is called the pop-up section, the class pop-up, which is used here in the first div tag. So how this look, which is defined in this CSS. If you make any class and use in div tag or use in HTML, then you have to use in CSS internal style sheet with dot. If you make a class pop-up, then you have to make it with dot pop-up in internal style sheet in CSS. So position, define the position is fixed, width is 100%, height is 100%, left pixel, right pixel, top, bottom, all pixels are 0 defined. It means it is in the center position. Background color RGBA, all red, green, blue. So this is how pop-up, it means the first div class is defined. The another div class is pop-up window. If I want to show you, you can see here this is the pop-up window. Here is the CSS defined for the particular section of the window. Background color is white, margin, width, minimum height, margin, top, text line, center, mouse border radius, what radius I can 15 pixel from right left, and radius 15 pixel. Box shadow, how shadow will work. I am going to show you all the action which is used in the browser section. First see how this code is defined. So this is a pop-up text. If you can see, this is pop-up text. This is the div class which is used pop-up text. How in this div class the text is, are you 18 year of age or older. Then the font size of the text, the font weight, margin, padding, color green, all are defined in this particular div section, which is use the class pop-up text. Then pop-up image, you can see here this div tag used to define the button or particular yes or no section image. Pop-up image, you can see here the margin 10 pixel is used to define only, it's just define only the margin. You can see here pop-up image yes, which is used in the here class. A pop-up image no, margin, which is define the margin, how margin it will free for left and right, and how many pixel they use. So this is how you can define internal style sheet in CSS. This is for different div tag, you can use according to your need. And after that there is a script pop-up image. After click on any button, if it will go to here, and this is the script JavaScript you can use. So here you can this is just simple script. Document.ready function is called that dot pop-up image yes, click function and pop-up out. Fade out means it lightly fade out means it get lighter after it will take this time to make the whole screen or whole section pop-up window lighter. And this section click dot function window dot open a new panel and redirect it to the google.com. so I am going to show you how the particular file look in the browser. So you can see here, if I am going to show you in this is the background which is used by first div tag pop-up. You can see here the pop-up show what's the color they used, all things defined. After that, pop-up window, this is called pop-up window, which use background white. You can see here white, margin, width, minimum width from top to bottom, minimum height from top to bottom, margin top, how many pixels they left from the top here, text element center. You can see this is in center, radiuses that is defined, you can use according to your need. Pop-up text, you can see here the pop-up text which is used in third div. Pop-up text means it is defined the font size. You can see here the font size, font weight, margin, padding, color green. You can see here the are you 18 year of age, so you can see here this is in green. So you can just make more and more attractive your HTML page or any page with the help of CSS. So this is how you can see here the pop-up image, margin 10 pixel you can see here, and different button, how many margin they use. So this is how you can create the if this is not a button, this is just an image. If I am click on this button, then it will lightly fade out, it will lightly it will get lighter and lighter. And if I am click on this no section, then it will be redirect me to the www.google.com. so this is how you can create a, you can just use this code. This is the script, this is the script defined which is used to perform the function fade out and fade in and redirect it into different location. So you can see here this is there is script is, and after that you can see here the style which is the internal style sheet, which is the way to implement a CSS. So you can see different class are defined, how the div tag, how the different division of the web page look. So here you can use this and see according to your need. Always try to focus on these div tag because this is the skeleton of the web page, how your web page is divided, how your web page is defined, how your web page is look alike. So this is the div tag you can use to make it more and more good. And which you can also define here the CSS, inline CSS on the particular div, but it get more complicated and you will generate more error. That's why you can use CSS. You can also use CSS with the external style sheet, but it means you can make a CSS file somewhere else and just call in with the link rel, provide the path of the CSS file and just call it. And this is the third way, you can just use this style sheet in the HTML section, where you can define all the classes, where you could define how your button look, where you could define how your image, how your division section, how your all section are look. So this is the way you can use to make your web page more and more easier to first you have to create this body section. After the creating of body section, you just have to define the how your particular body section is look like by CSS. Then you have to provide the function, what function will perform after clicking on the image, what work will they done after clicking on the image, how to if you want to open next window, you have to type window.open and then provide the what file or what location you want to go. If you want to fade out, then there is another function in JavaScript which is called fade in, which you can use. jQuery also used for making your web page attractive, jQuery, JavaScript and some other. So that's all from now, friend. This is how you can create a pop-up with the help of CSS HTML. Thank you, friend.